Everybody, Joe on the finance team, most notably not an engineer, but I have a quick demo. It is FYI on our internal accounting data call, and so just a heads up there. If I can figure out how to share this, we'll be off. So I don't know if anybody noticed, we have a new skill on the home page. Blobby is now an FP&A analyst. So I'll kick it off and give you some like FYI on what this is. So Blobby knows a period in, ask what we want to run. I'm going to say February 2026. That's our most recently completed month. FP&A stands for financial planning and analysis, which basically means analyzing historical financial performance, projecting it forward. One very common piece of analysis is what's called a fluctuation analysis. Basically, we look through our income statement on a really detailed level to see why specific accounts changed period over period. So think, why did rent go up? Usually this is a pretty time-intensive task, but I asked Blobby to do it for me. I normally would have taken a bunch of data, dumped into a spreadsheet, done a bunch of VLOOKUPs, some ifs, and then had to go to a bunch of different other data sources to figure out what happened in each account. But you can see here the different steps Blobby is taking. Notably, I didn't actually build this. Blobby in IDE built it for me. So I chatted, Blobby wrote up the whole thing. We went back and forth a little bit to improve it, give it some additional context on the business. And so that's what's running. It takes a while. I'll save you that. But you can see what it's done here. There's a lot in here, but I want to highlight just a couple of things that I think are really special about doing this in Omni. So it's ringing all the accounts. I think it's not just going query each account. It's actually looking across accounts first to see, hey, did one big thing happen that impacted multiple accounts? So the example here is Cabo. That hits travel, it hits events, a bunch of different accounts, but it picked up right off the bat, hey, there's this one major event that hit all these different accounts. So that's thing one. Thing two, revenue here is really cool. So we have revenue in our accounting data, obviously, but that's from our ERP. If I had run this in our ERP, that's all I would have ever seen. But because we have Salesforce data, Blobby in this workflow will actually go across topics to pull Salesforce close one data to help inform the revenue analysis. So not just what's in the accounting data, but going beyond that. And then the other cool thing, if I can find it on the revenue side, so we might have closed a deal in 1 month, but it doesn't actually hit accounting until a different month. And Blobby also picks up on that to say, hey, you closed this thing at the end of the month. It's going to impact the following month, which is a really cool piece of analysis. I would have had to click through all these different accounts in Salesforce to go find the close one dates and then schedule out the revenue. So Blobby did that there. And then at the very end, we get a nice little exec summary. I can copy and paste this, send it off to Jake. Something that would have taken me a full day almost gets done in 20